Hey y'all, and welcome back to Growing with Ray. Today, you guys, we are in the middle of rain and a hailstorm. We are getting more rain, and so before it rains, I want to go ahead and plant out this GreenStalk. Now, if you're new here, I bought 6 GreenStalks last year. I have about 3 of them. They're all literally in a row. I have 4 original and 2 vertical, and you guys, I am planning to have 3 full GreenStalks of strawberries, but all of them haven't waken up yet. So it may go down to 2 vertical ones, and if that's the case, that's fine. It's 6 times 7, 42 pockets, 42 times 2, that's 84 strawberry plants total. I am okay with that if that is the case. Some of them right now are in originals, which is 30 different pockets for it, because it's 5 times 6, 6 pockets, 5 rows. You know, I'm okay with it. But y'all, I got some starts that I set outside about 2, almost 3 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, right when the first calendral, colossals, whatever the first little leaves are that come out of the seed came up, and then I brought them outside. Now, these are the brassicas that I did not label, you guys. We're going to put them in this GreenStalk. The goal is to put them into the remaining 3 for the summer, and we're going to get insect netting over them and let them grow until they're ready to be harvested. Because the great thing about here in Kentucky, we're able to still grow our things, like even though they're supposed to be spring crops or fall crops. In a year, I've grown cabbages, broccoli, cauliflower, anything like that. They'll grow out all the way until about May, or I'm sorry, June, July. Usually the last week of June is the latest we can grow that. But for my collards, they never go to flower on me or anything like that. I've had one for a whole full season, from spring all the way until winter time, and then even after. And then going into the new season, that's when it started to go to seed. So we're gonna get this filled up, see how much we can fill up in this. All of these plants are not big, which is another reason as to why I did go ahead and put compost on top to fill up all the way to the brim of these GreenStalks. Now, they do have a fill line on them on the inside of each pocket. I literally just filled it all the way to the brim top because these plants are small, you know. We're gonna let them just grow out, but also it's gonna rain, so I'm not planning to add any water to it. But if we don't get a lot of rain tonight, then I'll come out even in, I don't care, I'll come out even in the dark and water it. But let's get into this so I can show y'all what it looked like we got. Okay. So these are the starts, and you can see they can be better. Some of them just got some of their first true leaves. Some of them got a few others, and we're gonna go ahead and get these planted. Okay. Now, if you can see, this is where the soil's at. Okay. This looks like a root or something. I don't know. We're gonna fill this pocket up a little bit more. Just even it out. And if y'all remember, I did grow in cocoa core, so I gotta figure out where I'm gonna dump this cocoa core while we do this. Probably on this tray. Now, these did get rained on last week. I allowed them to because we got so much rain. And then some of these just look sad, so this one ain't getting planted out, but this one will. And we just gonna put a little hole and stick it in here. Now, if y'all have GreenStalks, one thing I would suggest, get the spinner, y'all. Get the spinner. Please get the spinner. It'll make it so much easier for y'all. I promise. Get the spinner. Or get a base, get a spinner. Something. Okay. Here's another one. We're gonna go ahead and dig her out as well. The roots shouldn't be too deep, and they're not. Thank you. We're just gonna put it in here like so, like that. There we go. So I'm gonna show y'all how I'm digging it out, because I know they not so deep rooted. Just like this. I mean, hold it like that. There's the root. All I gotta do is literally put my finger in there and then just set it in there. And there it goes. Now, I am planning on doing just this side. Each of my 10 by 20 trays. Ooh, I may have messed that up. This look like roots at the bottom. Okay, the roots probably was spreading. All right, so what we're gonna do then, we're gonna dump it out. We're gonna dump it out, hit the bottom. There is roots at the bottom. Can y'all see that? Y'all see them roots? So what we gonna do, we're gonna come over here. I'm gonna do one where you can see it. Can you see this one? Nah, we're gonna do this one. We're gonna dig that all out and about, scoot it back, scoot it to the side, from the rooted to the tooted. Stick it in there. And the good thing is, it don't even matter that you put the cocoa coir in here, because this is something that's gonna feed the plants as well. Now, before planting this stuff out, you can go ahead and add your amendments, like your blood meal, your bone meal, anything like that. I've been using fish fertilizer on these, and that's what the goal's gonna be. Just continue to use fish fertilizer. That's just what the goal's gonna be. Fish fertilizer every other week, as long as I remember. If not every week. And I am doing it in random areas. These all, if I'm being honest with you, they all look like cabbages. Which it could be. I'm not even gonna say it ain't. It could be very well cabbages. And the great thing about the original GreenStalks is you can grow cabbages and broccoli and cauliflower in these. You can grow all of that in these. And this time last year, the unfortunate thing with my GreenStalks was some of them I filled up with my regular potting mix that I showed y'all in the Walmart video that I used. But a lot of them, I put fresh compost in there, even though I knew that still some of it was still heated, so it wasn't all the way done. It was still processing. So this dark soil is from one of the old GreenStalks that had burnt my plants. And you see how dark it is? Let me show y'all. You see how dark and rich that is? Now, granted, there's still a few twigs in here. Do you see how dark that is? That's some good rich soil. The rest of this is gonna fill up my other GreenStalk as top compost, because everybody top with compost, and I have no problem topping mine with compost I already got, because this GreenStalk, once I'm done emptying it out, it's gonna get filled right on up with my potting mix that I like. And it's gonna take about 2 bags of it, 2 cubic feet, to fill up the GreenStalk. That's about how many bags I needed. Now, GreenStalk does recommend using frog farming, I don't remember. I can put a picture up of it. The roots ain't all the way down on this one, so we can knock some of that cocoa coir off. We only want the root part. The root part. Because these roots will dig down deep, y'all. And I know I'm going to be getting an insect netting over this quickly, because as soon as it start growing, them worms is going to come and try to lay eggs on it. And I don't want them eating my produce. Not this year. And with the rain we getting, I can't sprinkle no DT, or DE, I should say, on it, because the rain gonna wash it right on off. So it would be pointless to do that. So let me know, are y'all starting any crops in the ground yet? Y'all started any yet? Invest in a spinner. You see me doing all this walking around. I don't mind it though, but somebody will. This is gonna go in a garden bed that I'm gonna top off with more soil. I didn't top off some of my beds right now because I want to put cocoa coir in it as something natural to have in it. This one right here, one of the leaves died. Try and take it off. It tried to have a tug of war with me. One of the leaves died, but guess what? It'll bounce back. This ain't the best seedling I would say to put in the ground when you got better ones. But I know seeds like to grow. Plants like to grow. So as long as I take care of it to the best of my ability, it'll learn to take care of itself, and then it'll feed me and my family. Now, I don't think I'm gonna fill up every single one of these because I got onions in my other tray, because that's the other thing. Remember I told y'all about my onions I bought? Yeah, well, the onions I started, I've had them outside. And I think I'm gonna put an onion in every other few ones around here. So one gonna be here. Well, I already got this whole row filled out, so we're gonna try to remember to just put a whole print in it. One right there, one right here, one right here, one right here, and just see how it do. I mean, why not experiment? Why not? It may mess around and work out. It may mess around and work out. What bad is it if it messes around and works out? I mean, shoot, I'm hoping it work out. Ain't that what Officer Troy told Mike? We just worked out. And it's funny because I just watched that. Me and my best friend, we just watched that. Yeah, we only got 2 left in here, and there's 2 of them in here. And I'm gonna get some onions in here before I start with the other tray, because each tray holds 18 cells, and the rain seems like it wants to come back. So I'm gonna go ahead and see how much of this I can put in here, y'all, before that rain get too heavy. But thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming out here, y'all. We got everything planted. And like I said, this is just getting tossed in the bed, okay? It's just gonna be tossed in the bed. Each bed is getting it because each bed need it, okay? I was trying to save that one because I had a small one in there. One that I definitely didn't want to put out, but oh well. I know I sweep stuff up. So I'll sweep it up and go and put it in the bed. Let me show y'all my onions before I log y'all out, because I'm trying to go. Y'all ain't even gonna hold y'all. I got distracted. I got a few more that I'm gonna put in here, but look at this lettuce. That's what I got distracted by. It looks like a Marlowe lettuce. And then I got a few more, just about 4 of them, because one of them look very straggly. One of them look very, very sad. So we're gonna get 4 of them in here. But these are the onions, y'all. Look at these onions. They probably could have a haircut, but I ain't doing it. No sirree, Bob. We about to straighten this out some, loosen it up. Here we go, bottoms up. See how these onions do. Just loosen the cup. Look at all that water in there. I did let them get watered. And cocoa coir is good for that. Look at the nice white roots, y'all. Yeah. And like I said, we just got a hole right here. We're just putting the roots under there. That's it. That's all. Just the roots. And let the nature do its thing. Let God do its thing, okay? That's all we're doing. Now, for anything that don't get planted today, I'm okay with it. I'm going to just put it back in the greenhouse and call it a day. Ain't no shame in my game. Now, because these are newer, 9 times out of 10, I am going to have to water it. This looks like a lettuce too, but it's struggling. So we're going to see how these lettuces gear up, if they do better. Because y'all got to remember, cocoa coir ain't got no type of nutritional value in it. None. You got to add it. We're going to put this right here. That's the one that really ain't got no leaves. We're going to see if it come back or not. Another thing is, off camera, I did go ahead and plant my 2 grapes. I did go ahead and plant the blueberries. So if you see behind me, that's the lavender right here. I moved it out of that bucket so I could put a blueberry in that bucket. And that was an O'Neill blueberry. The other ones I got are the pink lemonade. And then I got, what's a common one? The blue something. I'll put it on the screen on the blueberry variety type that I done put over there. Or that I have over there from last year. Because that one, I mean, I got 5 total now. But that one, it's struggling. But it sure got some leaves on it, even though it's a little twig. So we're going to see how it do. But y'all, thank you for joining me in the garden. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.